Hi, I'm Becca. I'm a senior at Northeastern University.
Hi everyone, I'm Nick. I'm a senior electrical engineering student at Northeastern.
Hi, I'm Bethany Basil, a master's candidate for the Media Advocacy Program at CAMD.
I'm August. I'm a senior at Northeastern University.
Hi there. Um, Hi there. I'm Lydia. I'm a second to last year at Northeastern University.
We're Team Roxbury, and we're going to briefly go over our proposal and then talk about some learning outcomes from the social impactathon. So the first section, in terms of what aspect of environmental inequity we decided to focus on, we looked at Dr. Robert Bullard's framework and focused on social inequity, which he defines as when sociological factors such as race, ethnicity, class, culture, lifestyles, and political power affect environmental decision making. We thought this was particularly important because it highlights systemic and institutional factors that contribute to environmental racism. And we thought that by trying to focus on organizations that combat the core roots to these issues, that would have far-reaching outcomes. That our funding would have far-reaching outcomes.
Great. So we looked at a number of factors when considering our grant portfolio. We sought to develop a framework based on our values and the values we learned in the morning full of speakers and experts that we spoke to. Some of our key factors that we identified were having an organic theory of change based in the community, the use of collective impact and leveraging coalitions and group organizations to amplify voices of the community, a focus on systemic change and long-term impacts of the work they're doing on the ground, building environmental justice in particular, and demonstrated impact and metrics of success. So you can see a lot of our work was really grounded in community power and community-led organizing. And we really wanted to focus on grassroots organizations because they're not traditionally funded by traditional funding sources.
So the groups that we chose to fund were Alternatives for Community and Environment, or ACE, the Chinese Progressive Association, or CPA, and Green Roots Chelsea, and also City Life Vida Urbana. And we chose to fund these because they really fit well into our priorities of really community-focused and community-based organizations that like derive their power not like from a top-down structure but from a bottom-up structure, and that really affect change like both on the community level, like on the immediate needs of the community, and also like pushing for policy changes that can affect change like on a broader state level. And two of these, ACE and Green Roots, are focused like pretty exclusively on issues of climate justice, and they're both like really awesome champions of environmental justice in their communities. CPA, while it's not focused exclusively on environmental justice issues, it is like super powerful in its community and representing their concerns. And it's doing a lot of interesting work around environmental justice, including like a really cool microgrid project. And we also chose City Life Vida Urbana because while they don't frame their work through an environmental justice lens or like have any environmental justice goals, they are like a super integral part of the community. And like these communities can't like effectively organize together if they're being like displaced from their homes. And they really do a good job of like uniting communities around like supporting each other, which is super important for community resilience in general.
I learned a lot this last weekend, and it's hard for me to even think of like one to think of immediately. But I think a big one for me is I've lived in Boston for a while now. I guess I've been here. This is my 5th year, and I didn't know about half these organizations. So just being able to familiar myself about them and like really dig into what they do and just learn more was, I think, really important and helpful.
One big thing for me was just learning about environmental justice as a topic. And like, I know Bethany and I talked about this on our very first day. That like we didn't know what environmental justice was before this impactathon. But now like you realize just how pervasive it is, and how it seeps into every like larger issue. And I think additionally, it's really interesting for me to see like the funding process and like really how much thought and how like crucial this decision making process is. Yeah, because like all the organizations were very much deserving of the money and we're doing really great work on the ground, but it's like it's gonna be a limited resource, so you have to be strategic and smart about how you want to allocate that.
Yeah, in summary, I think all of the organizations were really incredible, and we're just really lucky to have the chance to be able to work with them and really learn from them. So we're really excited about this experience, and we hope to take it with us.
Thank you, everybody who organized it, and thank you to all the funders who spent time putting together the materials.
Extremely unique
to provide
experience.
us with this experience. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I think it was a huge learning opportunity for me, and I'm so happy to have like really delved into your organizations.
Thank you,
Yeah,
and
thank
best
you.
of luck.